I think Chloe should do it because she was totally paying attention.
Okay, here's the thing. I could tell you bits and pieces, but I couldn't get down to the nitty-gritty.
That's okay. It's your turn anyways.
Okay, long story short, we moved from the island where everybody got attacked, and we moved north and traveled down a path, and then we heard scary, angry soldiers. At least that's what we thought they were. So then we ran and hid at a tower, except, let me think. It was 2 people who did not come into the tower, and I believe it was Mobius and Greginos. They stayed out. And then everybody else went into the tower we saw, and then Ulysses and Alexandros explored the tower a little bit more while the rest of us hung out downstairs, and they revived this magical person, and then there were some treasure items given at the end. That's briefly my memory of it all.
More than what I had.
It's mostly correct. We went south, not north.
Well, okay, I'm
aside
just
from
looking at the map, and we moved up instead of down, so I
Yeah,
was
because
going
Sunny has the map upside down.
The map is the way it should be. You guys just don't know your compass.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Well, the way
I
that
last
I'm
I
looking at
checked,
the map,
Sunny
we
was-
moved north.
Okay,
Chloe
so
was-
Let's go.
So,
next
I
day,
forgot,
long
my character
rest.
turn.
Yep.
We're still in the
Mhm.
tower, not in the
long
upside down
rest.
map.
No one was taking
We did
watch.
do Walker.
Did we do watch?
We did watch.
I don't think we
all
no,
night.
we didn't.
Alarms
did
on the
not do
doors.
watch.
I took first
did not
watch.
We did not do watches because you were doing because we ended off with you identifying everything and then passing around the stuff.
Good
So we never
sir.
got to,
We ended
So
off
we never
with
got
me
to
making
watches.
equipment while keeping watch,
okay.
and
Did we do
Gregonos
that?
took
Yes.
second watch,
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
and
And I
Aegis
think
took them
you
all
were-
because he doesn't sleep, being a machine,
Iron
being
Man.
capable of sleep.
Iron Man. Yeah, we get it.
I mean, and also Ulysses resummoned Lucian, his familiar.
Yes.
All right.
Okay. Okay, so morning.
It is now morning.
All right, it's morning. I vote we do not stay another second in this godforsaken tower, and
a
we
nice
go
tower.
out and keep walking.
Nice guy here. Fine.
I love how it's like, I vote we stay not for another second in this godforsaken tower, and immediately Ulysses goes, "It's a nice tower." Okay. As we're leaving, just gonna grab the dagger of venom and go up to. Oh yeah, you forgot, Chloe. You are now a human female instead of a
Yeah.
zombie old bald
Yes,
man. It's like,
I briefly said, oh yeah, and I forgot, my character transformed. Yes.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Pyro did dark magic. I remember the gender bending.
And he tried doing it on you.
hey,
The most powerful vending of all.
oh wow. Okay, I'm gonna go up to the now female Eppie. I'm gonna take out the dagger of venom and just say, I've had a chance to sleep on it. You don't have any magic weapons, do you?
No, not really.
Okay. I'm gonna give
Nope.
you this. I'm gonna give it to you in good faith. Whether or not you take it is up to you, but know that to betray the faith. When an item is given in good faith, to betray that faith is to curse that item. So don't take it if you're going to stab us in the back later. And I hold out the dagger of venom.
Do I have
to her.
a reason to stab you in the back, sir?
I don't know.
Then
24
why are
hours
saying
ago,
that,
you were an
Celigus?
old bald dude.
That's not my fault. Anyway, I kindly accept your gift. Thank you.
Cool.
This might come in use for me.
Okay, you now have a dagger of venom. Which does not require attunement, so you can use it straight away.
All right.
in terms of where we're going, Ulysses has pulled out his map. There's a settlement within, was it a day's march, Sonny?
Yes.
All right, we have a settlement we should be arriving at this evening. If we keep going, hopefully, what's our story when we head in? Just travelers?
Refugees. The town up
Refugees?
north burned, and we are
And
not
how do you
responsible for it.
explain me and Greganos? I don't think there's many hooved peoples in these parts. And we maybe get some weird looks, or well,
I
last town was
think that was unique to that town. I don't know, Sunny, DM. From my travels, have I seen many hooved people be attacked or be seen as
Sorry.
suspicious? Or
Sunny already stated in the previous session that we are not usually to be seen in this area.
yeah, but like,
that's what I was like,
is it a rarity or is it something like to be openly hostile to? Is what I'm asking.
Right.
Make a history check for me.
Okay. Oh crap! Where did I put my dice? Here we go.
On your computer.
Yeah, but okay. Hello, Editor Pyro here. Just saying that OBS kind of died part way through that, so we lost a couple of minutes. But basically, what happened is Sonny just said that centaurs and setters are more a rarity. Like the hostility is more unique to that village that we were in, not everywhere else. They're just not all that common. Kind of like surfers in Scotland. And then after that, we kind of just moved on up north to where we were going, and that was basically all that happened. And then I noticed that OBS was dead, so I restarted it. That's all. Enjoy the rest. Stop.
All right.
And you notice, or through Lucian at least, that this town is bordering a major river. It ends where the town is, but it is a very wide river from what you can see, and there's ships and everything. And he also notices that most of the trees that used to be around this town have all been clear cut, and in its place they're just tents. Tan tents in rows.
so like an army. Does this look like an encampment?
Yes.
Or refuge? Okay. There's an army camped here. He just said, like looking up from his reading.
Alright,
Yeah, it seems to be a theme here.
So, given my distance from everybody else, do I have the knowledge that everybody else knows of these tents, or do I
You
not know?
technically wouldn't know because you're kind of far away. I mean, you're not that much further, but like maybe 100 feet away.
Okay,
It
so like
depends on
I
how
would
loud.
naturally come up to them on my own.
It could be anyone on social media.
Most
Don't
likely.
judge a book by its cover, because we're always judging someone off the appearance.
I mean, there's hopefully they don't decide to impress us.
Yeah.
So Antonius learned not to judge.
Act like we belong.
Easy for you to say. Wait, never mind. Looking at
Yeah, like how
Mr.
safe is it to check it out?
we have no other option.
Does it appear abandoned?
No.
The town?
No, the tents.
Make a perception check.
Seem like okay. All right, I have 22.
From your position on the top of the hill, you see sentry towers being built along the corners of the tents. You see men and horses and other creatures that you recognize as hellhounds. And What's it called? Well, other creatures that aren't considered native to the above world, as well as men in formations patrolling the main road that connects the town to the trade roads.
It's for his job, honey. For his job.
So it is not abandoned at all.
Okay.
So, hang on, Sonny, you said men in horses?
Men on horse, men and horses.
Okay, okay.
Like they're walking them.
I had
Yeah.
this really horrifying image in my head.
Oh, men and horses. Oh, just look at Greganos for that. That's what happens.
All right. Well, we don't have any other option.
Just walk past.
This is their destination. Let's see what happens.
All right. Can I actually cast a disguise self spell and disguise myself as one of these said patrolling soldiers?
Sure.
All right.
I mean,
Oh no.
I just cast it, so.
Can we see her cast it?
She's right next to you at this point, so you see her cast it, and for the rest of you, you just see her transform into this. Basically, it just looks like her with a.
With a what?
Let me just make sure. A green tunic with like yellow trim under a leather piece of armor with a bronze helmet on her head with a rust brown crest.
I have a plan, guys.
Otherwise, she looks exactly as she was this morning.
All right. So this is my plan.
Well,
and
at
you can
least
say
you
if you
told
like it or don't.
Hmm?
This is my plan, and you can say if you want in or no. Now that I'm in disguise, we can just walk through casually as if I'm leading you all somewhere, and hopefully we go unnoticed and people just think we're attending business. Or you can do your own thing, and I'm just gonna walk through anyway.
Yeah, I mean, you're fine. You
I
look like
will walk. I will walk as if I was one of your escorts or hired hands.
Okay.
All right, this could
Let's
be
do it, then.
interesting. Let's go.
This is basically like a slightly better version of our original plan. So yeah, let's go ahead. At least this time you didn't turn into an old bald zombie.
Another time.
So 30 minutes
Please
pass,
don't.
you guys are continuing down this wooden pathway until you get to the main road, and you get to the gate of the encampment, and you guys notice that these tents sprawl on both sides of the road for about a mile in length from here to the main gate of the city, or town, I should say. And there's archers along the gate, battlements, and you guys notice that it's not a very fully constructed gate or wall by any means. It's more of like a hastily built defense, either due to time or it's meant to be easily put up and taken down. And they're just men, among other farmers and other people walking in and out.
So
This is an advanced camp.
Are these like all military tents, or is there like refugee tents mixed in with them? Sonny?
From what you can tell, most of it is, what you can tell, it is literally just military related. There are a few civilian tents, but they're more of like caravans of like blacksmiths or other people who would travel with an army.
Greganos look at Temeron and say, "This is an advancement camp."
Seems like it.
Yeah.
And again, with all the trouble up north, I'd expect this to be here.
Yeah.
Sorry, oh, what kind of camp?
Advanced camp. Well, it's
Yeah.
really more like a
s-
defensive base, almost, or a defensive camp.
Is when you put the camp in outside the fortress because you
Mhm.
need people to repost and advance to the front. Actually, I think Temeron should say that. I don't know if you Greganos will know that.
Yeah, like I don't think.
He might know due to
I mean,
his history. I mean, he's not wrong. It's
you were in the same army as us, so
Yeah.
we were just there longer. Okay, so we're still going in.
Yeah.
Nobody stops
Yep.
us. Nobody. Do people give us funny looks?
Chloe, make a deception check for me with with advantage. So roll it again.
Okay. Wait, you mean roll deception twice?
Yeah,
Yeah.
get the higher of the two.
Higher roll.
Okay.
Also, I would like to.
20
I'm gonna proof
and-
Lucian.
Okay.
Okay, I had 20 and 14, so 20.
Like 20, like nature 20?
I'm
I'm gonna say no.
No, it was the total.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you get a few looks, but no one's stopping you per se. I mean, there's definitely soldiers looking at you because there isn't a guard with a group of armed soldiers, especially not a single one. But no one's stopping you by any means.
All right. I'd like to say that it's safe to not need me next to you all. I personally want to do my own investigating and see if I can eavesdrop and hear any more about this town and what's up here.
Fair
Hmm.
point.
Would anyone like to go to a library?
The last
No,
time you went into a
thanks.
library, we blew a hole in it, Ulysses.
That wasn't my fault.
The point still stands. Technically, they were
Let's
there to
just
kill
hope the
you.
cult hasn't taken hold of this place yet.
And the
Yes.
library didn't stand.
Well, I am out of books, so
Okay.
I'll come contact here. I'm just gonna get closer, try to covertly poof Lucian into existence.
Okay.
Lucian, just Lucian. You see Alexandros here. Just get into his backpack, and I look at Alexandros. Just tell Lucian to come and fetch me. He will, covertly. I look at Lucian. Right, Lucian. You just need to get within 100 feet of me. I'm going to be at the library. You saw it from above. You should be able to find it. Lucian, hopefully, nods. And that's if you want to get me, just tell Lucian and be good, Lucian. I give him a pat on the back. I also look at Alexandros. Do not let anything hurt him. I will hold you
Have fun
accountable.
in the
Noted.
library.
You can summon him again.
Oh yes, but that kind of
At this point, you guys get to the gate.
last time.
Eppie, are you still with them, or have you separated
Oh
from
wait,
the group?
so we're not in the town yet.
No, you're still walking up to the town.
Okay. Well, once then, what I said before applies to once we're in the town. I would prefer to go off on my own, but as
Okay,
of
well,
now, I'm
that's
still
what I'm
with
saying.
them.
Okay,
As of
so
now,
you
I'm still with them.
okay. So you guys, as you guys are having this discussion, then you come up to the gate, and there are two soldiers standing with spears, and they're talking to an elderly couple ahead of you, two satyrs, asking them what's going on, and then with them presenting a piece of paper, and then them being ushered inside.
Oh no. Do we need
Okay,
papers?
cool. Let's go.
Oh no, don't worry, I got it. My quick thinking, I have an explanation for this. We should be fine, but no promises.
I just whisper, worst case scenario, if you can get me one of those pieces of paper, I can make us copies.
Yeah, I can't do that. Sorry.
He shrugs. Well, go ahead.
I may have a way in if we need to.
Yes, I looked at Eppie.
At this point, both the guards are staring at all of you because you guys are just standing and like.
Oh, we're all looking at Eppie.
Backing up.
All right. Yes, I go up to the guards and I explain that in a very convincing way that I have a bunch of undocumented refugees that I'd like to get taken care of in the town properly. So we're just passing through. And I say it kind of assertively, almost like he doesn't have a choice. I
Make
have
a
been given
deception
orders.
check.
Okay. Oh, I got a 10.
Oh no.
Ain't good.
Oh dear.
Where are the refugees coming from?
They're coming from north.
Where up north?
I have no idea, sir. I just found these hooligans.
Oh, we're from. I have the name. I may have had it deleted. I know the name. Ulysses knows the name. It got deleted because you started editing my document.
Okay.
Sonny, what was the name of the place?
Well, you do have.
I didn't have it written down. I had it written down, and then you deleted. Then you edited my document. So.
All right. Well, it appears they don't even know where they're from. So this is the problem.
No.
No, don't say that. No, from the Boulder Downs. They all got burned.
It was like something with a K.
I walk up and I cast Frighten.
No. Why?
From one of my charges off my mace.
No.
Okay.
This is gonna go.
What's the spell DC on it?
What? No, it's the
DC 15 Wisdom.
Okay.
This is just Frighten. This is just to get them to back off of us.
Well, yes,
and
but they know they're gonna have a spell cast on them. It's not a subtle thing.
It's a expending charge for my mace itself, so it is very subtle.
Okay,
There's
sick.
no
Do it.
requirement.
Seeing him doing druidic shits. I look at Alexandros and Ulysses going to start putting his hands up. I'm going to another jail. I'm going to another jail.
Because all I got it does not say I have to do anything. It just says while holding it, I can cast. I can use an action to expend one charge. So all I have to do is hold it.
So have you cast this or no?
You're going to brandish a mace at the guards. Yes. They're gonna love this.
Let's
Did
see.
they save?
Is it each creature? Okay. One of them fails with an 8, and the other one rolls the 14.
It's a 15. So I will walk up, and as I cast it, I'll say, "Let us through," assertively, and they have to move up to 30 feet away from me and cannot come any closer.
Yeah, but they're frightened. They're gonna be screaming.
I don't think it's it doesn't say that they have to be
They don't
screaming.
have to move. They just can't move closer.
Yeah, is frightened, not panic.
It's not terror. It's just frightened.
They will know they were cast.
They are just going to move to the side and just like give you a wide berth and just like look back at you with like wide open eyes.
All right.
Basically, my presence scared the crap out of them. That's all it is.
They're gonna know that you spelled a cast spell on them. Let us move quick.
All the more reason for us to move very fast.
In we go. Okay, we're in.
All right.
Wait until we're out of sight.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Wait. I look at Eppie. Can you disguise all of us?
I don't think that is going to be necessary.
Could you disguise Phil?
Nope.
How do you
All right,
think
well,
that
I'm going to find a library. If I get arrested, well, hopefully I can grab a few books before then.
So you're going to go run off and to go find a library? Library.
I feel like they're about to all get arrested, so he's going to try to avoid that.
All right.
Okay, fine.
Can you roll me an investigation check?
Oh, I definitely can. Can Ethan roll well on a skill that he's good at?
Not one.
No, I got a 2. Plus 6, it's an 8.
Okay.
I will ask for directions if
You.
I can't find anything.
Well, I'm going to say because of your frightened state, you are going to just run down the road and just take a few turns until you find yourself in an alleyway, and you just kind of hide for a few minutes before you feel like no one's following you. And then you're going to come out, and you're going to find yourself next to one of the barracks, or what you would assume to be barracks, because soldiers are walking in and out.
And point of fact, it says each creature of your choice in a 30-foot radius. So I would have only targeted the 2 guards and none of the party members.
No, the frightened state.
He's not
like-
he's only going to arrest
mechanically frightened. He just doesn't want to get
He did
arrested
something
again.
very, very rash.
He's just.
He's frightened in a different sense.
Yeah.
I mean,
Paranoia.
Yeah.
Let's Greganos look at Temeron and Alexandros and say, why is that he's always so paranoid?
I don't know.
I don't know. Ask him.
until you guys get arrested.
He probably has insurance.
They have
Anyway,
as the minute
Let's
pass.
go look for some kind of bulletin board.
Okay.
Get some
Anyone
arrows
fancy
for
a beer?
Greganos, because he was down to like his last 20 arrows last time.
Yeah. I need
Alright.
more arrows and a drink.
Ulysses and someone else in the party, I need both of you to make investigation checks.
I will do that.
Oh, finally, decent roll. 13 plus 19.
13 plus 19. Wow, you did very well. You, even without asking directions, you spot a man walking with books, and then he just enters into a building, a pretty large, expensive building for the ones around you, and you get a hunch, you follow him, and you find yourself in a library.
I rolled a total of 14.
It takes you about 10 minutes to get around. A lot of people are giving you looks. I mean, you're walking with a weird group of people, and they're not really quite sure what you mean by bulletin board until some shopkeeper on the street points you in a direction towards the center of town, saying, "If you want the news, it's somewhere over there. That's your best bet."
Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, we go somewhere over there.
Okay. When you get to the square that he points out that you don't really see a bulletin board for what you're looking for, but you do see more of just like a news board of being a little backdrop, like a stage for a town crier giving out the daily news. And you hear, as you're walking up towards it, Kilos has been taken.
That's the place we were at.
What's a K?
Sicilian troops have managed to conquer Akithos.
Wait, no, that can't be the place we were in.
And with that, he just gets off the stage, goes down the 3 steps, and melds into the crowd, and the crowd that was around him just kind of moves away.
Okay.
Alright.
We need to stock up on supplies and then keep going towards Sithadon. Like the city Sithadon. That's where everything seems to be pointing. That's where the cult is. That's where that Bladefinger guy is. And that's where Hades has been pointing us.
All right. I'm assuming I'm still in front of you all, leading you through the town.
Until you say
At this-
otherwise, yes.
I mean,
Okay,
at this,
so now,
I will say at some point in between all of this, your disguise just drops.
yeah. So my disguise will be. It was a fairly crowded place where we just were, right?
It was.
So I crouch down and my disguise drops, and I stand back up and I kind of blend in with everybody.
Well, I mean, your
as
disguise
best
would have
as I
dropped
can.
before then.
It lasts an hour.
Okay, well, whatever. So it's fine. I mean,
You're literally
okay.
walking down the street, and then your armor melt.
All right. Well, now I'm gonna be behind everybody as more of a defense if anyone tries anything from behind. So
Okay.
who is now leading?
That would be me.
Really isn't much of a leader, but okay.
Tamarin usually holds up the front of the group, and Aegis and I usually watch our backs.
Mm-hmm.
It's how we seem to do things.
Well, now I'm here, so can always take turns.
Yeah. He
We
just
can
sort
always
of
take turns.
swivels his head as if making fun of something, and then just keeps walking forward with us.
Okay.
You guys continue walking. Any particular direction?
Any
In
place we
this
can
square?
stock up. So, like,
Mhm.
general store, blacksmith.
I
Somewhere
don't,
that
I
sells
don't think a
food.
blacksmith would be a good place for.
That is a good point. I don't want to get roped into another deal making 1,000,000 swords. General store, somewhere where they're selling arrows. Because
Yeah, I mean
Dragonus
that is
needs-
pretty easy to find, and you would have easily found little like street side tents and stalls selling food, for, like fruits and pastries and
okay.
things of that nature.
Ooh, any of the pastries good?
They look good.
Great. Can I buy one? Because we have been surviving on nothing but rations.
I
and,
hunt for you.
Sure,
I
that'd be-
have with you
and
deer.
hunting. Yes, I
You
know.
ungrateful bitch.
Hey,
That'd be 2 silver. You can get
silver.
about like three pastries for 2 silver.
Cool. I'll pay the guy 2 silver. And share the pastries. One of them to Dragonos, because he's right, he did hunt for us.
Oh,
So-
thank you.
And one of them to someone else, and then I'll just buy 3 more, because why the hell not? Everybody gets a pastry.
Okay.
I want to find a place to sell my extra mace.
You could
Standard.
probably do that in the general store.
Okay. How much can I get for it?
That sounded so ominous.
Well, the cost is 5 gold, so I'm not going to get 5 gold.
I think it's 50% off.
Works for me. 2 gold, 5 silver.
Yeah, that sounds fine.
Okay. Remind me to annotate that later. I gotta mute, guys. I gotta go inside the security office and go drop.
I'll add that for you.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
The general store is in the vicinity. It's like right in front of you. It's not anything spectacular.
All right.
It's not hard to find.
Any chance I could sell a couple of vials of acid?
The clerk is, which is like a elderly woman. Well, not elderly, but an aging woman. She's looking at you very. What are you doing with that over there?
Is she asking me why I'm selling acid?
Yeah,
It's the chemical acid, not the drug. feel I should specify.
No, I know. I mean, it's still acid. Most normal people don't walk around with acid.
I work with chemicals and I had some to spare and I need money, so got 2 vials of acid for sale.
What does it do?
It melts through things.
Doesn't seem to be melting through that glass over there.
Well, yeah, because glass is generally immune to acid. But it'll melt through metal, wood, people.
I don't want any of that kind of business, but maybe the soldiers might find some use for that, or Athos down the street.
Who?
The alchemist Athos.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you very much. I will go see this alchemist.
Does he have arrows?
Yeah, I mean, it's a general store. Arrows are pretty common, especially in time of war. There's not a lot left due to the army outside.
Yeah, Alexandros, remember, you had my money. Will you buy the
yes.
arrows, please?
Okay, how much are arrows? Yes, that is a good point.
Same with a couple of crossbow bolts. I'm running kind of low on those.
I'll give you some of mine. I've
Thank
got
you.
2 gold for 20 arrows.
2 gold for
That's
20
all.
arrows.
It is wartime. It is very hard to get arrows if you're not a soldier.
Okay.
I mean, you can haggle. Also, my voice is horrible. Don't mind that.
I'll do you 1 gold for 15. Alternatively, 2 gold for 30.
I'll do the 15.
Cool.
I don't have much left in terms of stock anyways. Them damn Scythies are stealing all of my stock.
What are they stealing specifically?
Everything. Everything for the war. They won't even give me full price either. Because the mayor's over there saying give them a discount because it's for the war effort.
That's rough. Okay.
You tell me. I'm about to lose my shop.
Well, I fork over the 1 gold.
So it gives you 16 arrows.
Oh, nice. Gregonos, you have 16 arrows.
Hey, out of the game, how can I see how much gold I have?
Thank you, dear lady.
It should be under your equipment tab. It should be in the corner, in the top right corner.
Yeah. You have 15 gold.
Okay. I want to bribe this woman.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
What?
I want to offer to give her 2 gold pieces if she can tell me more about this town and everything that's been going on. I need more information. Anything that she wouldn't normally tell a customer asking about this.
Okay.
Roll intimidation.
Roll me a standard charisma check.
Okay.
Shit, great. And I have to come up with something that she would not normally tell.
Or not.
I got a 6.
That was a 6.
Or she could just refuse the bribe.
She just takes the 2 gold and, like, with a glint in her hand, puts in her pocket. Well, I'm not sure so much about what's going on, but I heard that the army's moving out soon. I heard they burned a town up, so I think they're leaving. But it's been kind of rough on all of us, this war. It's weird though. Our mayor has been acting strange for a little bit recently, hiking up the prices for everyone. But I mean, you knew all that already. Thank you for the tip. And she just goes into the back room.
Hey, Eppie?
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, and I just lean in and ask, how long have you been dead?
That is a good question. And that's also something for me to know and for you to probably never find out.
Well,
Let's just-
in this days and age, one usually do that in an inn or a tavern.
Either way, let's leave before we get
Let's
into
go.
trouble.
Also, you usually pay people after they give you what you want. Is what I'm getting at.
Technically, I didn't specify when I
Yeah.
gave this woman the coins.
Speaking
so-
of, what about those crossbow bolts, Alexandros?
Oh, yes, bolts. Where are my bolts?
I mean, she left.
Yeah, no. Because I've got 20
No,
crossbow bolts
give
here that I
him-
don't need because my crossbow makes its own ammunition. So I'm gonna give 15 of them to Tamaran. I'm gonna keep 5 just in case.
Okay.
And
you.
then I'm gonna head to this ethos guy.
No. So you follow her directions down the street, take a left and a right and a few more turns, and you come across another general store when you walk in. There are more potions on the shelves than before. And then an
Okay.
old man walks in with a beard, gray hair going down to his chin, down to his chest. Can I help you?
Yes, hi. I hear you're an alchemist, yes? Are you ethos?
Athos.
Athos.
Where would you get that kind of idea?
The lady in the general store sent me your way.
Oh, you mean that crazy old hag? I'm no alchemist.
Okay.
And he kind of leans in against the counter. But it all depends what you're looking for.
2 things, primarily. Well, 3. First, and I take out 2 vials of acid, I'm looking to sell these. 2 vials
Ooh.
of acid. Very good stuff. Will melt metal, wood, bodies, the works.
Did I see? May I look at it?
You can look. I
Like,
don't
open
recommend
it.
touching.
He just grabs a vial, pops open the cork.
Yeah, Greganos look
Triple
at. Give me a second. Greganos looks at Cameron and say, "I bet you 1 coin that he takes a sip."
Let's hope he does not.
Carry on, Sonny.
Damn it, I can't do that. Fuck.
Roll for it.
Where's my percentile dice? Over 50, he doesn't. 60. Shit. he takes a little bit. He dribbles it on the counter and makes a little splash, and you see a little like fizzling and eating away in the wood. He says, "This is pretty decent quality." 2 vials.
Yes, 2 vials.
Honestly, not really in the market for acid. It's kind of a touchy object to have around here, if you get what I'm saying.
Looks like this is
I can understand why that would be an
I'll give
issue.
you 25 for both.
25 for both. Mate, up in
I
Citadon,
mean,
these go for 25 apiece.
roll. See, this is what I hate. Persuasion
Okay.
or yeah, let's go with persuasion.
It wouldn't be deception
Yeah,
because they actually do go for 25 apiece.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, persuasion. Come on, Metal D20, do not fail me now. Fuck! 12. Total.
But we're not in Citadon now, are we?
And that, my friend, is why I'm willing to let them go for 40 altogether. That is a 20% discount.
$25 gold. I'm not in need of acid. I have plenty of my own. If anything, I'm helping you out, if anything.
Okay, 25 gold and 2 empty vials.
He just takes out a jug from underneath the counter. Takes the 2 vials, pours them in, tosses them back to you.
I put the vials back in the bag of holding. Right. Okay. Pleasure doing business.
Here's 25.
Cool.
You as well. Now, here. What are you doing here in Archeon?
Just passing through, really. We're mercenaries.
Oh. You doing anything right now?
Not at the moment. I am. Well, I am. I'm asking you for information. I wonder if you have any idea what this is. And I pull out this bottle of the mysterious yellow powder that was exactly sulfur, but totally not sulfur.
Sure.
That you thought I forgot about.
No, I did not.
You forgot about it. Completely.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
He's gonna just take it in your hand. He's gonna
do not sniff
open it. Well, then how would I know what this is?
Rub it on your gums.
Okay, I'm just trying to give you fair warning. That stuff packs a nasty punch when you try to sniff it.
What does it do?
Honestly, I'm not sure. I was covered in wounds and suffering from excruciating pain before I sniffed it, and then I blacked out, so it might have just been my injuries. It didn't kill me.
Okay. If you say so.
Wait, Sonny, are you saying I died?
Here you go.
Okay. So, do you know what it is?
I mean, I'm no alchemist, but I think I have an idea.
Okay. What is the opinion of the not an alchemist?
I'm not an alchemist, so I really don't know. But I think you have there as a component to make something explosive. The army uses it a lot. It's in their crates of those green crates they carry around with them. Some pretty nasty stuff. You might have heard of it. He leans in close.
Yeah.
Just go ahead and send it before I go to
Greek
bed.
fire.
Okay. Real, he's going through.
Oh. Okay.
I've never.
Pretty dangerous if you tell me, but I would hate to be on the receiving end of that. I mean, I had to make a few of my vials myself, but I don't know. I'm not an alchemist.
Neither am I, good sir. Neither am I. And I pocket the bottle of
Good for you.
not
Can I
sulfur.
roll insight? Yeah, sorry. Can I roll insight on the I'm not an alchemist?
Sure.
He's an exotic pharmacist.
Yeah.
He's a med cooker.
Yeah. Other people
Insight.
do bloodletting. This guy just does some acid
21.
letting. 21.
He's most definitely trained in some capacity to be a mixer of chemistry and alchemists. He definitely knows what he's talking about. He just keeps it on the down low. And just tries to convince everyone that he's definitely not an alchemist.
I mean, I didn't believe him
Greganos,
for a second.
Greganos, who is actually at the door, because he doesn't enter in human buildings anymore, they are too fucking small, looks at him and yells, "You know you are not fooling anyone, right?"
Huh?
Oh, great.
You are an alchemist, you are not fooling anyone.
You be quiet.
Oh, sorry.
Greganos.
I'm not. What are you doing with that idiot over there?
He's
Your
usually,
buildings
I
are
want to go in the army.
small for me.
he's usually a lot quieter than this. Just okay. So, okay, Sonny, just outside the game, is this or is this not sulfur?
This is not supposed to be sulfur. No, I just don't have a name for it, so we can call it sulfur.
Okay, it's not supposed to be sulfur, sir. Last
I
request.
just picked something yellow.
Wait, guys.
Do you have sulfur?
No.
God,
You know, like the lemonade mix. It's like that lemonade mix power, but for Greek fire. You pour in water and stir it up with a you get like a chopstick, stir it up. Greek fire.
He's potent lemon.
lemon flavored flames.
Yeah. You can kill the enemy. It doesn't mean that it has to smell bad.
Yeah.
So
you know,
just put a little demon there.
For those capable of some
fire
heavy duty dining.
Sorry. Yeah. All right. Let's go back.
We're good. Sorry, I'm not there.
Lemon flavored flames. Nice. So he doesn't have sulfur? Brimstone? No.
Nope.
Well,
what do you need? What do you look? What do you need?
Sulfur.
I got some
It's
potions
a
of
yellow
my own.
powder.
Look.
Looks like this.
I know what sulfur is, youngster. Do I look like an idiot?
No, not at all, sir. You do not.
Then what part of me saying no did you not get?
Fair point. Okay, I think that'll be all. Unless you have some of these Greek fire vials that you totally don't have. You know, maybe they fell off the back of a cart.
If they fell off the back of the cart, you would not have a vial of Greek fire.
Hypothetically. Come on, man, read the subtext.
Hypothetically, if I were to have a vial of Greek fire that I was not supposed to make, even though it was for the army, if I did hypothetically have one, I wouldn't be here now, would I?
Allegedly.
Allegedly, right. I don't have one.
Yeah. I suppose you wouldn't. No. Oh, well. Worth a try. Pleasure doing business with you. And I'll see you around.
I mean, would you like any other wares?
What do you have to offer?
look around. I mean, what are you looking for?
Health potions.
Ah, yes. Good call, Greganos. Health potions. Do you have any?
Oh, I have a few of those. I have. He sets down 3 small vials of red fluid. That's all I got right now.
Okay.
Wait. Might have another one. Comes back and he plops down a bigger bottle, almost twice the size of the other ones. That's all I got for health potions. Though I do happen to have a strength potion if you want that.
Do any of us use strength?
I usually leave people by the neck, but no, exactly.
Um.
Oh, I think Phil will use
Mace Man.
strange, right?
Yeah.
Say what?
Your weapon is based on strange, right?
Let me check right now.
Strength for the mace. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. How much for the lot?
All of it?
10 gold.
You're cute. You're funny.
I'm just making you an offer. You didn't tell me how much you want.
You are not here.
No, he is.
Oh yeah, you are
He
here.
He is here.
Oh yeah, you are here. Sorry, I thought you were not.
250.
250 gold? Or 2.5
Yeah.
gold?
250 gold. What kind of idiot sells health potions for 2.5 gold?
Oh,
Where
fine.
are you from?
I'm not judging.
Oh yeah. Oh, Alexandros. Alexandros.
Yeah.
I have this, and I hand him the 5 black mushroom and 10 red mushroom.
Oh, right. Okay. That is a good point. Can you identify these? And
The mushrooms.
yes, but what type of mushrooms?
No, we know what
We know what mushrooms
they are
are.
for.
Okay,
We know
that's a black mushroom and that's a red mushroom.
Yeah,
Yeah, he doesn't
the
know.
red ones are for the red mushroom are for heal potion, the black ones for poison. Allegedly.
Allegedly. Allegedly, if you were, in fact,
If you
an
if you
alchemist.
yeah, if you believe Sunny, they are for that.
You know, what would an alchemist say? Not that you're an alchemist, I know you're no professional alchemist, but what do you think a professional alchemist of great caliber would say about these mushrooms? Seriously,
Make a
mate.
persuasion.
This is you're making this a lot harder than it needs to be, mate.
They look like fucking mushrooms to me.
Persuasion?
Yeah.
Hey,
15.
Greganos, which one did you say was poisonous?
The black ones.
The black ones.
Why don't you just have him eat it? And if he's an alchemist, he would know better, and he wouldn't.
I didn't know you will have use for them.
But I'm not a alchemist. I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
You give me those, and you get me something, and I'll give you all of this, and 100 gold. 50 gold.
What do you need us to get you?
Just an egg.
It's never
Oh
just
dear.
anything.
It's just an egg. It's for my studies. Well,
What egg?
for some.
All right. Just tell us what it is. Anidra, a pseudo dragon, harpy, what?
I heard stories that there's a basilisk that lives down in a cave around here. and it would be really nice for one of their eggs. I know a buyer up north in Ordos. Pretty price for that.
Well,
A
if you want us to do that, I have to ask: do you have the antidote for the
petrification.
Petrification?
No, but I can make it.
Is he lying?
Son of a bitch, I mean.
Is he lying, Sonny? Can I insight
Make
check
an
it?
insight check. Yeah.
Oh, what is with these rolls? 12.
He seems very
20.
genuine.
20.
Oh, 20.
He seems very genuine.
Okay,
All right. What it is?
where is it?
I don't know exactly. I mean, it's just a rumor. I mean, if you can bring me back an egg, I'll pay it. But I heard it's in the Wailing Stones. But like, I don't know. You'd have to check the library for it or ask someone. It's
Check.
I wouldn't know.
Library. Okay. Sorry.
I mean, the best I can tell you, it's about 5, 6, maybe 7 miles to the west. You know, no. He kind of looks up in the ceiling. His finger. East. I think.
That's 180 degrees in the wrong direction.
Yeah, like that's not worrying at all. Right, the library it is. In exchange
Yeah.
for those potions and 100 gold, we will get you a basilisk egg.
He say 50.
He said 100 to begin with, and I'm saying 100 now.
All right.
75, we'll call it even.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Sounds good.
Oh,
He
that
his
was
hand.
bargain. Yeah, no, I understood that wrong.
What? What?
Nothing.
You gonna shake my hand or no?
Yeah, I shake his hand. And
Right.
we head
Off to the
out.
library.
And I'm assuming Lucian, who has been in my bag all this time, heard all this.
He has.
Cool.
Lucian.
Lucian,
Fetch.
Lucian, go tell Ulysses what just happened and see if he can't get a head start on finding information on these basilisks.
Remind me.
Right?
Does find familiar work where he would know where you are at all times? I don't think find familiar works like that.
No, but I think I
He
said from
knows he'd
above.
be at the library.
Literally, all he has to do is get within 100 feet of me. Then he'll know. So if he just flies around through the rooftops for maybe, 30 minutes or however long until he flies within 100 feet of me, he'll find me.
Okay, so once he's in 100 feet of you,
roll
he'll
like
know.
a D100. Like you just roll a D100 to see how long it takes or something like that. It's just luck. Of course. What is Ulysses doing during this time?
42 minutes.
Oh god.
Once he's within 100 feet of me, I can communicate with him.
Okay, so in about 40 minutes from that interaction, he'll find you.
By that time,
okay.
are we already at the library?
Did you tell Lucian where to tell Ulysses to meet you guys?
It is also it's a pretty big town.
Yeah,
Well, we were on
that's
our
true.
way to
Is
the library
there-
as well, weren't we?
Oh, you're trying to find the library? We'll see how long
Yeah.
it takes then. If you or Lucian find it first.
Yeah. Chloe?
Question. So there's only one entrance and exit to this town, or are there multiple?
From what you can tell as of right now, there was only one.
Can I make a perception check?
I mean, you're in the middle of the town. I don't think even a perception check would really give you.
I mean, like, am I not able to walk around?
You could ask Lucian.
I mean, you can walk around, but like, it's gonna take you a while to figure out.
Okay, true. Can I just ask?
You
Lucian?
can ask.
No, Lucian can't talk to you, but
Oh, that's too bad.
he would know.
You can ask people.
You can.
True. All right,
Um,
I'll
Lucian,
ask.
1 flap for yes, 2 flaps for yes, 2 flaps for yes, 2 flaps for no.
he
Lucian
flaps.
would probably be able to write. What is
He-
intelligence? What is intelligence? It might be. Is it high enough to be literate?
He flaps 3 times and spits in your face.
Oh, he's not rude.
Ulysses, in this time, you find yourself in a library.
Yes.
Well, technically, you would find yourself in here before they get to the
Alchemist.
square.
Lucian is intelligent enough to write.
Is he?
Yeah.
He is.
Technically,
Lucian
you
would have been definitely. Ulysses would have 100% taught him to do so.
It does seem
If you
very
know my
in character.
backstory, he would have 100%, at least to enter read, if he can.
That's
Yeah.
intelligence.
that's
10 is 10.
actually that is so stupid that I will actually believe that Ulysses did that.
Yeah,
I can say he can read. I don't think he can write.
Yeah, it would be difficult. He doesn't have a pencil, but
And he also, I don't think with his claws
or a
3
possible
claws, he
thumbs.
can really. Yeah, I don't think he can write. I could say he can read.
can't speak. So
I can just see it sitting at a typewriter with little glasses on.
yeah.
oh, there's so much stuff. Thinking,
Oh,
I realized
finish
that
this novel.
Lucian becomes very interesting because when I realized I can make like a word sheet. You like pull a word sheet, you just point to words for you. All right, that's for the future though. For the future, Lucian's gonna become much more interesting. And he's really smart. Oh,
He's going to be he's going to be like one of these dogs now that had the pleasures played with the voices. Dad, play ball.
He's gonna pull on a Ouija board.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. Really, you can, right?
Oh no, this is going.
Jeez.
Oh no,
okay.
Sonny.
Yeah. Turns
All right,
out.
all right.
turns
Back,
out
no,
the film-
he's
Okay,
returned.
guys,
He's returned.
Yeah.
Back
Sorry.
to the story.
Sorry.
All right, back to the library. So I'm gonna walk in, and who is the? Is there like a receptionist? There's a librarian in the front.
Not really. Not that you can see. Just people walking in and out of books. It seems pretty public.
All right, and is it like do I look at the thing? Is it like the Dewey Decimal System, or like is there like a library system in place?
Not particularly. No. I mean, not one that. I mean, there's ways to like organize the books. I would say by like genre, but like it's not really like from 1 or from 0 to 1,000
okay.
is art kind of thing.
The way to organize the books is you can read. Yes, start with the titles.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, he knows how. He's been in a few libraries before. Lucy's gonna go try to find a book. He's just first of all find an atlas of the area. It's probably his first objective any place he goes.
Okay.
Is that too difficult? It's probably pretty.
It's gonna be the. It's gonna be the same. It's gonna be the same place as what you've already seen. Nothing.
Nothing new. No. I mean, you mentioned like there's no ruins or anything special about this area.
I mean, no. I mean, I will say, in configuration for the map sense, this would be. This is like the last town of like grasslands and trees.
And there's nothing like you did. I did hear. Well, it's out of character, but like there was like the whistling,
The Wailing Rock.
The wailing
rock. Is there like Is there like a mention of that?
Not in an atlas, no.
Not an atlas. Okay. Well, and then seeing just it probably takes only a quick moment to look it over. Sees maps up to date. Then sees who's next looking. He's going to go check through the language book and see if he can find one that matches the language. He's just gonna be a quick read through. He's not trying to read the language. He's just looking for language samples.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, guys.
Roll me a
History?
No, let's go with standard intelligence. No,
Investigation, maybe?
no, standard intelligence.
Well, it's good at that too. Sorry, it's really dark in my room. Another 13. 17.
17.
Couldn't read my dice.
There is one book in a corner, not used or read very often. You can tell based on the amount of like dust and spider webs, but you can see that it not perfectly matches, but it matches two of the books that you found recently, the two newest books.
So not the OG
No.
hard one. Okay. And does it? It would definitely. Does it say in common what the language is?
It does not.
Well, I'm gonna try to find a librarian then. Is there or any knowledgeable? You know, there's library patrons. Is there anyone like in this section near me who
There's a
looks
few
like
people,
a scholar
yeah.
or someone? He's going to, go to the researchers.
Okay, yeah. I mean, there's a satyr. There's also a
trader.
Okay.
Racial familiarity. Yeah.
Jeez. Okay.
Oh.
And hello, sir.
I'm a woman.
Well,
no.
okay. Hello, ma'am. Could
Hello.
you happen to, you look like a proper scholar. Could you, do you have any idea what this language is?
You sound like
Showing the book.
Is this the journal?
No, not the journal, the one that he found. The book he found.
Oh.
That with the had the language in it.
It's not a common language. What do you want to do with one of them exotic languages?
Well, I've acquired a few things that are written in this tongue. Could do you happen to know what it is?
Sonny, are you there?
I'm trying to find what the name of the language is.
No, I'm thinking of a name.
See, I was right.
For a second there,
I was going to go with Bob.
Yourself.
But I think Bob was a dumb name.
Language? Oh my god.
Oh no, not a language. No, the language is easy. All right. Anyways, cut time short. It's abyssal.
Abyssal. We've made progress.
Thank
you.
What do you want to do with that? Oh shit! Something. I lost the voice. What do you want to do with demon language? Trying to summon something? One of those.
I have honestly no idea this was abyssal.
That's what they all say.
He looks at her dumb. I just came up to you to ask what the language is. You just told. Thank you.
I hope you die in hell too.
Oh my god.
He looks hurt and steps away. Why are people so mean? He says to himself. Quietly.
I've actually just had a thought that almost made me go, ah! Right in the middle of your conversation, but it occurs to me that the little mysterious pin reveals things, and we did not try to reveal the contents of any of those books that we could not read.
They were illusions, yeah. We could try that. Other thing is comprehend language would let me read abyssal. So
I mean,
that is true.
Worst case scenario.
For these two.
Yeah.
But you did not try that yet.
Yes, I'm sorry. I did. Well, we were busy. I got them, and then we had the tower. Yeah.
Worst case scenario, the book turns into another Eppie. And then Chloe's got to play two characters at once.
No, it doesn't turn into that. It turns into a mimic, like the Harry Potter Book of Monsters or whatever it is. The monstrous Book of Monsters.
All right, and Ulysses, to be helpful to the party, finally, he's going to begin looking into local folklore, and he's going to actually spend time researching this. So they'll probably catch up to me in that point. Local folklore.
Okay,
What's going on in this area?
A history check with disadvantage.
+8. Don't fail me here. All right, a 9 and an 8. +8, 16.
6. Okay, that's not bad. You get a few things. You find that this town, Akin, is really well versed in seafaring trade, all the way down to the sea foaming lands of the pirates, as well as the Tritons in the south. This is the major river that goes directly to the sea and more or less connects directly down to the Scythedonian capital. There we go, as well as Maki, another capital city. You do hear, or not hear, you do read stories about horrendous creatures, not even of like the underworld or anything, but of horrid, monstrous beasts coming from low hills to the southeast. You do get stories of giants in those hills, as well as more down towards the south of the wastelands of Scythedon. And then you get into the section of folk tales and nursery rhymes, and the history of the cuisine of the area.
Is that where we end?
That's where we end for important things that you would
All right.
find
Some good
intriguing.
stuff there, though. And also, this is probably only in the space of like an hour and a half. So
Yeah, just you still have time.
So, at what point does Lucian show up and say, "Hey, we need to look up stuff on basilisks and screaming rocks that wail"?
Well, they show up first. They may show up first, depending on how their investigation checks go. They're trying to find me as well, right? They said they were heading to the library.
Yeah, we did.
I don't think you did. All right. Mobius, roll me an investigation check.
Okay.
Because I feel like you would be the quietest out of everyone in the group. Oh,
Me? What?
no, I think Shave would too. Yeah, you guys seem like the most quote unquote normal people out of your group. All right, 15. It takes you a while. By the time you get to this large wooden building, you do see a magenta purple thing flirting through the tops of the buildings until it comes down and rests on one of them, looking through a window as it's hiding itself in a windowsill.
Is it?
So, what is
Is
the
it
time gap
Lucian?
between Lucian showing up and them? Is it like the same time?
Yeah, it's around the same time.
All right. Well, Lucian would probably tell Fraley me, and you see Ulysses bustling out of the library and runs straight into all of you. Oh, hello, everyone.
Hello. Did Lucian
anything
tell you
useful?
what's up, or?
Yes. Told me to come find you guys, and here you are. Wonderful. This is a wonderful library.
Okay.
I have found some interesting things. What do you? Well, Lucian did mention something about you need me to research some hills and basilisks. I know.
Yeah,
Yes.
we are going basilisk hunting.
I'm going to say this now.
Gregonos?
Is the basilisk a monstrosity?
I believe it is considered let me check. I have it pulled up.
It's considered a monster. Is it a monstrosity type monster?
Medium
Yep.
monstrosity. Yes.
Oh, that's my favorite enemy.
I was gonna ask you to make a history check for that reason, but you kind of beat me to it. But okay.
Okay. Do I have to do a history check?
Yeah, let's do a history check.
Natural 20.
Fuck.
Gregos is like, oh wait, Basilisk? Oh yeah!
Sonny weeps
I thought you were
internally
talking
as
about
he
Thistle
sees the
Bath.
crumbling remains of what was his plan.
As this is saying this, Gregnos just interrupts him. And Gregnos,
Uh,
you remember, or from your past when you were growing up, you remember hearing tales of basilisks and how they were more in tune with the cold earth. And they like to live in caves of long, sprawling tunnels that has many entrances in and out to the world, and they're very common at night to prey on like sheep or other things and then drag them down to their lair, as well as other adventurers that came too close to their lair. You also remember that since most of them have been hunted to extinction, and over time that they tend to now stay in packs of at least 2 or 3.
well, they now stick to packs of 2 and 3 because they are almost obliterated. They prefer the cold. They live in long caves with multiple entrances, and they tend to hunt at night. You know, hunt sheeps, the occasional adventurer that try to kill them, so on and so forth. They have a petrification gaze too, but I think that's common knowledge at this point.
Ulysses is frantically writing this down as you're saying this in front of you.
Question: is there petrification gaze all time, or can they choose to use it?
Do I know this? Yes, I should.
You would know this, that if it's a close range, and if they can see your eyes and you can see theirs, they can force you to look into their eyes.
Right. So what I'm asking though is it like a Medusa where it's like no matter what, it's gonna happen if you see her eyes, or is it can they choose not to use it?
That's actually something that they have to do.
It is at all times, but it's a saving throw that
they force you to make.
Yeah, you're forced to make it, but it's not a hard thing to pass.
Well, I don't like our chances if we get petrified. So
I was just wondering if it was like no matter what you're gonna get into it, or if they have to use an ability to do it.
No, yeah, it's at all times. It's like if you get into 30 feet of them.
Okay.
Do I know any, like, strategy?
Mirrors. I mean, is that?
Yeah, I mean that would be.
Down.
You know, it doesn't like bright light.
We can use bright light or maybe mirrors.
I have a perfect spell for this.
Oh, I look at Ulysses. Looks after finishing writing down, thinks a little bit. Alexandros.
Yes.
You're good with tools and making things.
Yes.
I think you could fashion some sort of device with mirrors, maybe some sort of glasses or something to. Because I don't like our chances if any of us gets petrified.
To be honest, you can. Yeah, to be honest, you can always avert your gaze to him. It will be harder to. It will be harder to hit, but you have area of effect spells, right?
Yes, but of course, I mean, if it's not direct, I mean, we have time to prepare, don't we? Do we have to go now?
Ideally,
I will advise to go now. Yeah.
I don't see why we can't go now.
Well, I wouldn't mind having mirrors, so we don't have to avert our gaze, and I can aim.
You have spells that target themselves. You don't need to aim.
I have.
Good point.
I have a shocking grasp spell. It's literally lightning that damages the creature.
Yeah, but you have to be able to see them. Even for magic missile, you have to see them.
I don't have to be that close to use it though.
Yes, but
creature
remember what Sonny
you
just
can
said.
see.
30 feet. 30 feet. So if you're at 35 feet, you don't get affected by the gaze.
Mhm.
Yes. I can be
Also, though, it's a
way.
saving throw. Even if I had to be closer, I could still do a saving
Due
throw.
to the fact that you got a natural 20, do you want me to just read you what Petrifying Gaze does?
That might be best, yeah.
All right.
Petrifying Glaze
Glaze?
is something you put on a donut for Halloween, and it's orange. If a creature starts its turn
That was a
within
terrible
30
joke.
feet of the... I went with it with my own mess up, and I just went with it. If your creature starts its turn within 30 feet of the basilisk and the two of them can see each other, the basilisk can force the creature to make a DC 12 Constitution saving throw if the basilisk isn't incapacitated. On a failed save, the creature magically begins to turn to stone and is restrained. It must repeat the saving throw at the end of its next turn. On a success, the effect ends. On a failure, the creature is petrified until freed by the Greater Restoration spell or other magic. Meaning you have to fail 2 DC 12s to be petrified.
Oh, believe me, it's very
And
easy.
within 30 feet.
Okay.
A creature that's only with the first one. On the second one, if you're not in 30 feet of it, you still have to make
Well,
that.
no, I'm saying to even get it started. It has
Yeah.
to be within...
Yeah. A creature that isn't surprised can avert its eyes to avoid the saving its turn. If it does so, it can't see the basilisk until the start of its next turn, when it can avert its eyes again. Meaning, if you're doing that, you can't attack it. Basically, that's what it means.
You can
If
attack
it
it, you
looks-
just have disadvantage on the attack.
Or
yeah,
that.
can you do a blind attack?
Yeah, I mean, you
yeah,
can.
That would be a disadvantage attack.
Yeah,
but
disadvantage attacks. Yeah.
Yeah.
What I mean to say is, like, you're not attacking it normally. Like, you're not going to attack it. It's a blind. If it looks at the basilisk in the meantime, it must immediately make the save. If the basilisk sees its reflection within 30 feet of it in bright light, it mistakes itself for a rival and targets itself with its gaze. meaning this is what it means. No, see, this is why I say it. I go back to my original statement. You can't attack it at all. It's not unless you're shooting literally behind your back with like a crossbow. Then it's with disadvantage. Otherwise, it's none. And if you look at it, then you have to instantly make the save.
So I cannot shoot in front of me and look it at the side.
If you
Like-
do that, you will be shooting with disadvantage.
All right.
Yeah.
I can work with
Or
that.
we can use.
But if
Anyway,
well,
Don't
you-
want to do that, then you're going to have to immediately make that save.
okay.
you
Anyway,
you did just tell us a very effective strategy: bright light and a mirror, and the problem will solve itself.
What kind of
We
shield
may
do I
not
have?
need.
Let me check. I think you have a No, I don't think you have a fancy one. I think you just have a standard shield.
Which
Yes,
has...
because it would be. Okay, sorry.
Sorry, which has metal, right? It has a metal
Um,
shield, not a wooden shield.
Yeah, we can polish up our shields to nice mirror
I can.
shine.
Okay. So you have smoldering armor with scale mail, but a standard shield, which is technically a bronze shield, which isn't the best reflective surface, but it could work. I would say with your natural 20, you would know that probably wouldn't work too well. But I will say this, Phil, that you do have a steel mirror in your adventuring gear.
Ha.
Oh,
Just looking through your equipment.
okay, so...
Yeah,
I will let the party
polishing
know that
the
I have a mirror.
You happen to have a mirror. You just happen to have a mirror. You also have manacles, but
All right. Bueno, Greg
for
nos
something
start
else.
saying, yeah. Greg nos start saying, okay, the shields polishing, it will not be so much effect. Oh, but that is.
Well,
Well, we have a
can
mirror.
we buy a few more of those? Or actually, you mentioned another thing. This Whistling Hills. Why don't we split up for another moment? You guys come back and meet me here. I'll figure out about the Whistling Hills, and you guys maybe look to acquire
Wailing Hills.
Well,
some more mirrors.
Wailing Hills, not whistling.
Wailing. I'm sorry. The Whistling Hills. That's from what? Is that from Lord of the Rings? I think it might
The
be.
Yodeling Mountains. No, sorry.
Okay. So for the sake of
plan?
doing this all quickly, can we say, okay, we went, got however many steel mirrors. What do we need? One each?
It's going to be handheld. This is what it looks like.
Yeah, I will not get one because it will
Yeah, neither will
actually
I.
be bad from.
A steel mirror is handy when you want to look around corners. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, it's handheld. It's like a hand mirror.
Okay.
I'm telling you, it's 5 gold pieces.
Yeah, no,
Ulysses
we're not
would
buying
definitely
that.
want one.
We will be
What?
fine.
Ulysses definitely wants one.
Ulysses wants a mirror.
I do have enough money. So if I can figure that out, for streamline things, Ulysses will pay 5 gold pieces
Sure.
for a
And-
handheld beer.
And we'll say it's 5 gold due to the war and it's hard times. So 5 gold.
Oh shit!
So if you guys
All
want
right.
a mirror, it's 5 gold.
No.
And-
I have
I
an
am
illusion spell, I
fine.
can just
I
use it.
have Aegis to protect me.
Yeah, you do.
Ulysses wants to actually be able
And
to
the
aim his magic
crossbow.
missiles.
True.
I
I
do
don't
want to
need
find some armor polish
Magic
so I
missile, I
can
need to be able to
shine up my armor.
target, so he does need one.
I have a question.
Yes.
Will minor illusion could be used to make a reflective?
I don't think minor illusion works that way.
I think, I don't think it's an eye of spell. I mean, it's making an illusion. You can't make an illusion.
Yeah,
of a amulet.
because no, I was asking because illusion will, if you want, translate to be the manipulation of light. So that's why I was asking, but I don't know how actually works.
Yeah, but
So-
you create a sound or an image. I don't like.
The image
Or an
can't
object.
create. Image can't create sound, light, smell, or any other sensory effect. It's literally just an image.
Yeah.
Okay.
Physical interaction with the image reveals to be illusion because think of it like a rainbow water vapor kind of thing. It looks real until you touch it.
Yeah. It's not like manipulation. It's just moving the waves to a certain
Sure.
degree.
Yeah.
I think
But
silent
wait,
image as a
question.
spell would let you do that.
Could I use minor illusion and create a mirror that would only last a minute? And then
That was I was asking.
Yeah,
That's
that
what he
was
was
the question.
asking.
okay,
That's
I just
fine, that was fine.
I didn't know if it was when you meant manipulation of light. I didn't know if you were specifically talking about. Okay.
Yeah. That
All right. So while they're buying me a mirror, what can I find about the Wailing Hills? I'm specifically looking for that in the library. I was reading the folklore section, so I assume there might be a little mention in there somewhere.
Roll me another investigate. Roll me an investigation because you now know what you're looking for.
All right. A 7 plus 6, 13.
It takes you a while. They've already come and gone, and you're still looking until you find not a small passage talking about. The only mention you get of the Wailing Hills is of about 1,000 years ago. There was a tower on the eastern front of the land that would become Cithadon. It had a different name at the time. And it was the site of a last stand of sons, young children, boys. And this is the spot where all the women watched as their sons and husbands and fathers all got slaughtered by giants. And it is said to this day, if you stand in the right spot and you're quiet enough, you can still hear their cries.
Sounds like my kind of people.
I was going to say that's some place for you to go tourist.
I do want to find some armor polish so I can shine up the shield just in case, since I only got that small mirror.
Okay.
We weld the mirror to the shield.
All right. Well, we meet up, and
Keep going.
seeing everything's done, are we ready to go to the Whistling Hills or Wailing? I'm sorry, it's kind of stuck in my head. It's Wailing, Whistling.
Okay, let's go find these hills.
I'll just mention it. I do know where they are, right, in that passage.
I mean, Yeah, let's say you do.
Okay.
Okay, onwards.
So,
Cool. Yeah. I don't have a map
Damn it.
ready.
All right.
you didn't think we'd be this efficient, Sonny.
Anyway, yeah. Sorry. Anyway, when were we supposed to cut out? Because we put, I think we put a finish hour last time.
Yeah,
We
stuck
said
on another
midnight,
2
but we can
hours.
finish.
You have
But we can.
Oh, 2 hours.
can-
Okay.
We can stop now. I think this would be a good time too, because I also don't have a map
Yeah.
ready